guys for stopping by the Atari H&B stream. And today we are going to be jumping right into the power scaling part 2. So we are just going to go ahead and jump right in, get started right off the bat. How's everyone doing today? We just want to thank those who came through. We got Mukuro KH, Macadamia, finally some good quality content, Reatrap Gaming, Harvard, Random Citizen, Roz, you better calm down. I don't like that smile right now, brother. Jagan King. Thank you everyone who stopped by so far. DFR, what's going on, man? How's it going? So everybody, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking specifically about power scaling. Today we're going to be doing all types of things. We're going to be doing power scaling. We're going to be doing feats, calculations, and much more. So that also includes versus battle analytics. We're going to go ahead and jump right in. So this stream, we're going to be able to kind of look at a little bit more that we couldn't yesterday. And Hydro, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Everyone, for all those of you who know you have buddies, friends, other Discords, you know that people like power scaling, bring them right over. We'll be more than happy to kind of look closer into that. So let's go ahead and take a close view, jumping right in, right off the bat. Wow! Oh, also, thank you, Harvado, for the $1.99 donation. Holy moly, donut shop. And then also, Roz, thank you for the $10 donation. I much appreciate that. Dang, man, I already started with, let me cook first. Dang, I'm already like, all right, we got these ingredients. This dude's coming in here like, yeah, I got you, bro. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. We're gonna start answering questions. I think it's gonna be a lot more fun if we start doing things like that. So let's jump right in, go into some questions, kind of see where we can kind of gauge the gap from there. So the first comment we got going up is if we look at Jagan here, he's got a good comment here. I hope everyone's quality is pretty decent. Would his power level be higher than 500,000 so his attack potency be higher since he damaged Mukuro and took hits from her since she exchanged her energy to actually beat him? Let's go ahead and find out. I think that's a very good question. So like I said before, we're going to be jumping into a little bit more further details. So let me go ahead and pull up the fight for everyone. So as you guys can see, we're gonna start immediately. So we got the Hiei versus Mukuro fight. Let's see. All right, this would be good. Jump right in. All right, so at this point in time, Hiei and Yusuke are about to be the same power level, generally speaking. So to kind of get like a grasp of how good this fight is going to be, we kind of got to understand a couple things. So to avoid copyright, we're just going to kind of like breeze through a couple things. And obviously, of course, let me just give you guys a shout out that Hiei's base power will probably have been in the 500,000. But let's kind of take a look at how far he's come in the battle, because what people forget is Yu Hakusho characters get stronger as they fight. Okay.
Let's go.
Right. So Mukuro's obviously not trying. She's not exerting herself at all.
So unhappy. Why aren't you dead? Continuing to fight isn't going to change anything, so you might as well put yourself.
So alright, so let's keep watching. So I'm gonna skip a couple things.
Perhaps that's why I feel you understood me.
Don't forget how fast Hiei is. He's a speedster.
After all, we're both only capable of expressing ourselves through our violence.
Alright, let's see what she does. Alright, so as you can see, alright, so I'm not gonna lie. This fight is pretty interesting. I'll just say that. But overall, though, this happened in the manga, as we saw yesterday. So Jagan King brings up an important part. So the anime utilizes a different story archetype. So he is actually able to tank an angry Mukuro. Which this happens exactly in the manga, as everyone should know. So yeah, let's see. After that attack, what does Hiei do? You know what, Jagan King, I think you're right. I think his defense is also higher than 500,000. Because look at this dude. Chat, does this look like somebody... Mukuro is supposed to be at like 1.5 million. When she gets angry, it doubles. Does this look like somebody who is 6 times weaker? Is that the face you make? Oh, I got hit with one of your strongest attacks. I guess I'm 6 times weaker. Yes, DFR. This is Yu Hakusho. We're just taking a look at the first feat here. So starting with Yu Hakusho right now. You know, feel free to ask any question you guys feel, and I'll try my best. So as you can see, this is like hilarious here.
Now, my turn.
Your flame technique. I find it strangely ironic that you were born a fire demon, even though your mother's people are all ice apparitions.
My curse. To be born with a nature in direct opposition to my breed. With no choice but to consume everything around me with the flames of my hate.
Your hate. Now don't make me laugh.
So let's see here. He has said that was... Yes, Jopo the Jojo, they do have power levels, but it's more so in the manga.
It's not hatred, it's longing. You just want to belong to something.
I want to see the Japanese version of this, because I feel like they say something completely different.
Two heartless, ruthless warriors? This is uncomfortably bloodless.
He is just going CQC.
Having such trouble hurting you with 2 eyes, Hiei, then why don't you open your 3rd? Unless, of course, you're the one fighting half-assed.
Yeah, you could tell still that Mukuro is still relatively holding back based on her reaction.
The real one. And find yourself.
And this is where Yu Hakusho becomes very, 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 very broken. Yes. For those who don't know what that is. Hiei tanked that. For those who don't know, they don't explain it here, but in the actual battle, it's explained that Mukuro cuts space. Let's see. I don't know if this will actually explain it. Then we have the fight against Natsumi. I don't know if they'll actually have it here. So you'd have to find the original episode. I am not watching this thing. You have to find the actual episode, but it is confirmed that Mukuro cuts through space itself. So sadly, they don't really show you. They don't really explain it here. So I suppose Yu Hakusho sub English, I think 105. Was it 105? German sub. Look, Harvado's not here right now, so I don't know how good I'm gonna do reading that. All right. Geez, let's see. And see. Oh, nope, that's German sub again. I mean, I could translate the Spanish one. It's so hilarious how English sub is literally the last thing they would ever put on here. But anyway, you guys get the picture. I'm sure everyone knows this already or believes me. Unless you guys really want me to prove it. I could. But I'm just saying. I think it should be Battle 108. No, 108. I could just find out. Anyway. Did she just cut space? Yes. Negative can't tilt. You know, we're gonna find it, chat. We're gonna find it. Alright, so it's episode 109.
Most ruthless killers do.
Nope, that's the English. I don't want the English dub. I'm not saying the English dub is amazing if you're watching it by itself, but we have to remember that there's a lot of inaccuracies with the English dub. I'm going to utilize another technique, guys, called Pro Gamer Move. And don't worry, I'll find it. Oh, I'll find the sub. I will find the sub. You can guarantee that. All right. You know what? They want to play. Y'all want to play games with me? We'll find it. You're not stopping me. Who gonna stop me, bro? We'll find that. We are going to get proof. We prove all things. Jeez, it's so hard to find it. Wow, why is it? Jeez, is it that hard? Do I gotta go to Crunchyroll? Oh gosh, I gotta go to Crunchyroll. God dang it. Alright. Alright, chat, we're going to Crunchyroll. Alright, a 7-day trial. Ugh. Do I really want to do that? Nah. I have I have DVD, so. Let me see. Give me it. You know what? Stop playing with me, guys. I know it's here. I know it is here. Geez, the one episode I absolutely need, we can't find it, chat. They didn't upload it. God dang it. Hey, what are we gonna do? Oh, there it is. Aha! Yes, haha, I found it. Ha 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 ha! Do you honestly think you could stop me? Nobody can stop Atari HMB. Nobody. Okay, hold on one moment. Let me do something with this real quick. Boom, boom. Yeah, found it. There we go. All right, so let's see what actually happens. Let's see what actually happens in the context when she does that move. Here it is. This scene. So here's the actual scaling of the feat. What is that line? She's cutting through space. Through space? I've heard stories about this. About how Mukuro can cut through even space. There's no kind of material that can elude that. No kind of material that can elude that. Somebody screenshot that. Somebody screenshot it. Mukuro's right arm can cut through it. Space and all. Yup. So yes. Sorry, you have seen the video Dragon Ball Hyper episode 2.0, 2.5? Probably have to see it after, but give me a moment. She's pulling a Sukuna. Sukuna Space Cutter is Mukuro can do casually. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did she just cause space that she cut to connect? So she caused it to send out, like, electrical signal. Yeah, you ain't dodging that. Here! The space that Mukuro cuts through remains cut. Oh my gosh, she's so broken! If you make contact with it, you and the space you're in get split. Okay. So in other words, Hiei has... That means even if you can durability negate, if you could so here's why this is big. If durability negation was a thing, say if you negate 3D space, you still can't instant kill Hiei. You can't insta kill him because he got hit twice. Let's bring this to an end. I don't want to keep going fighting you forever. The longer we go on, the greater the advantage I'll have. This is more impressive for Hiei's defense. So in other words, you know what this means, chat? This means that, so chat, I got a question. Let's, Hold up. We gotta have a little bit of fun with this one. We gotta have fun with this one. So we gotta have fun with this one. So chat, we clearly just saw what we saw. So there's no denying that. Now I'm gonna throw a poll in here. All right, hold up. Let's do this. Let's send a poll. We're gonna have some fun here. Are we able to do this again? All right. Yeah. All right, come on. Pop out. Nope. I don't think they do the poll feature anymore. Are we still able to do polls? Yeah, we could do polls. You know what? We'll do a poll. You can still do polls. Okay. Yup. So. Yo, Roz! Chill, bro. Oh, shoot! Roz! Relax! I just got started! Oh my goodness. Dang, man. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Now, hold on. I gotta click on the video now. Okay, I'm about to let you cook in just a minute, Roz. Give me one moment. Before I do, I'm gonna start the poll. Can Hiei tank Kamui? After we just saw what we just saw. After seeing what we saw. I'll put it on display one more time. I want to know you guys' opinion. Based on this, can Hiei tank Kamui? We'll look at it again. Alright, that he got hit twice. Yup, so the space you make contact with completely gets erased. Let that sink in. So take your time answering the question. I want to see what everyone's results are. Dark Knight. We're streaming until 8 o'clock. We'll still try to at least do these streams. Dang, Roz, thank you so much. Is Universal Plus hacks? Technically, I mean, it depends on how you want to go about it. But I love it. Hold on one moment. We gotta watch. Hiei beats Sasuke with mid difficulty since he can damage being stronger than him, and Sasuke can't do it without Naruto scaling Hiei above. I've said it in my video before. Hiei beats every version of Sasuke except Boruto Sasuke. Boruto Sasuke is... Boruto Sasuke... Dragon Ball Super Sasuke. Boruto Sasuke is Dragon Ball Super Sasuke. Boruto Sasuke is the Dragon Ball Super of Sasuke. Now, if you want to use movie Hiei, then we can have a little bit of fun. But, anyway. Yeah, exactly. King Games, I agree. I don't think he clearly was hurt. But that really begs the question. If Hiei could tank it, how strong is Yusuke? Alright, hold on. SCP scaling? It depends on what I'm scaling, because SCP is big. Alright, let's see. Isla, are you back? I know this. Otamu Gal. Literally a hyper-versal being right now that we are witnessing. Oh! Oh, shoot! I just realized something! The accumulation of the truth we seek. The Mother Goddess. I just realized what this is! I'll explain in a minute. God dang, 100% success rate? Dang, y'all guys have a lot of faith in Hiei. I love it. Cool. Can't have King of Fighters without. Shunhei is way too damn strong. So you're telling me he's like, oh yeah, you could destroy an infinite number of 11th dimensional. You could destroy an infinite number of 11th dimensional objects, and verse and reverse infinitely scale above 11D because they have complete control over all membranes. Otamu Gal is literally infinitely above them. So even like on a conservative scale, Shunhei is like, oh, you're 13th dimensional? Hey, I'm ready to fight you. Let's have fun. Bro said she's a baddie. What series are we seeing right now? Read Trap. This is King of Fighters. Hiei would be equivalent to like Momoshiki, Kinshiki, or possibly Baryon, Naruto. I can swing with that. Hiei may not have the exact AP, but he would definitely have the freaking defense. Dude took attack from Mukuro, who's 6 times stronger than him. Granted, Hiei got stronger as the battle went on, but that shows that Hiei has way better defense than he does offense, which makes sense because if you look at Mukuro power level in Yu Hakusho, let me see here. Yep. Let's take a look. So here's the power level officially. So Mukuro, you see her DP? Her DP is 400 and her DP is twice as high as her offense. There's offensive, defensive power. Ryzen's offensive power is ridiculous. And then special powers means hacks. And Mukuro has more hacks than Yomi. She's at 570k. with that. And her offensive power may not be hit as hard as Yomi, but she could just double that through her rage. And then it shows her defense is better. And Yusuke usually hits harder than Hiei. That's why it only took Yusuke one hit to knock Hiei out with that spirit gun. But Hiei has better defense because he is like an amalgamation of Mukuro in a way. But Hiei, I would suspect that the Dragon of the Darkness Flame is stronger than the spirit gun, for those who don't know. So Hiei doesn't... So a punch from Hiei isn't going to hit as hard as a punch from Yusuke, but a Dragon of the Darkness Flame from Hiei is going to hit harder than Yusuke's spirit gun. So for those of you who are curious, that's the math. Now, hold on. Let me get this straight. So for those who don't realize, watch what happens. So do you know what that is? I'll tell you what that is. Anyone ever seen this? Tell me that doesn't look similar. Tell me it doesn't look similar. If I go frame by frame, let's get some high quality. Frame by frame. Literally a higher dimensional shape. We know they talk about membranes in the series all the time. You ain't telling me this is not a Calabi manifold. You're not telling me, Roz. Roz, you gotta admit, that's clearly a Calabi manifold. A differential geometry. So she literally was a higher dimensional being and manifolded herself into a three-dimensional being. If we're going off visuals. Because now, there she is. She created a three-dimensional form that you can comprehend. Yup. There you have it, bros. It's pretty spot on. This is literally the thumbnail of the video. It literally is. Why all the women in KOF needs to be a baddie. Because KOF is just, you know, KOF. Which that form is stated to be an avatar. Exactly. That makes sense. Alright. Take form, particularly in superstring theory. The extra dimensions of space-time are sometimes conjectured to take the form of a six-dimensional Calabi U manifold, which led to the idea of mirror symmetry. Their name was coined by, after who conjectured that the surface might exist. Calabi manifolds are complex manifolds that are generalized on a K3 surface. Is a compact connection complex manifold of dimension 2 with trivial in any number of complex dimensions, any number of real dimensions. What's a complex dimension? It usually refers to dimension of complex manifold and algebraic variety. So in other words, because C can turn to be a model by R2, a space with complex dimension, a real dimension 2D, that is a smooth manifold of complex dimension D, has a real dimension, to a singular point. However, for an algebraic expression, yep, complex hypersurface. Alright. And so based on what they were going with, Roz, I don't know if you still have the Xanadu statement. Maybe he brings it up. Victory quotes. Let me see here. Even if we go back in time, there's no land there. No. no. Yes. He does say some pretty interesting wind quotes.
お前さんか。キムの弟子たちをたぶらかしたのは相当な悪人らしいの。すべての元は
Fluctuation affects all things, and it's that fluctuation that creates everything.
揺らぎである。揺らぎこそがすべてを創造する。
I have absolutely no idea what you're saying.
お前も
You are also a nexus of fluctuation.
揺らぎの集まりである。めんどくさそうなやつにはテコンドーをかますのが一番じゃ。
Okay. Yeah, I want to see his win quotes.
さらなる原点に意志
We're looking.
であると悟れ。揺らぎ海に溺れると悟れ。
Can you scale the intro for Black Myth Wukong? I believe it has some.
Oh my gosh! Relax, guys! You trying to
I
kill
can't send the link low.
the Dark Knight with the 20 dropping in. Oh man, he trying to compete with Rod. All right, bro. I'll scale it. I'll definitely scale. I have to now. God dang, bro. Like, oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So I want to just bring this up. Chat. Am I blind, or do you see here? Drown in the sea of imaginary numbers. Do you know what this implies? Do you know what imaginary numbers? You know what that implies, right? If the cosmology of KOF includes imaginary numbers, do you know how stupidly complex their cosmology is?
虚数の海に溺れるがよい。
Okay, let me see.
恐れるな。じきに揺らぎは水平となる。繰り返し。
A repetitive and divine in combination.
生まれ
We are born in flux. The birth creates destruction, but they are accepted. You must elevate your thinking. Growth creates repulsion, accelerates the growth. Peace is a concept by divine and possible life. Send your heart on a journey through time and space. Come back anytime, I'll remodel you again. Behave. Let's go to a trendy cafe. The equilibrium of space is always unstable. Which is true, because he let us pray for peace. I will await your recovery and visit even more destruction upon you. Can you hear the apocalyptic? Okay. The disturbance will create new fluctuations. Humanity should be destroyed. All that you see here is the past. No, the past is a concept. Yep. Expand the limits of your understanding. Even if you go back in time, there's no end. Time solves an experience, and space solves time. Let me tell you, with sound waves, that your speed is effectively equal to 0. Oh yeah, because how damn the measurable speed. Yeah. Psychic powers follow the laws of nature. And laws of nature has to do with, like, similar to the Janemba movie, the connection between God and man. Oxidizing, metabolizing ethanol, yeah. Strength is also a relative concept. Evil is relativity. It is very natural. Those flickering purple flames of yours have a high wavelength, which is referring to higher dimension. I think that's Iori, when he beats Iori. Yeah, versus Iori, it says it right here. The flow versus King of the Dinosaurs. The flow of time is always changing. Wishing for ancient times. Okay. Alright. Innocence is ignorant versus Kula. What does your flame create? Heal. Versus Mary. Breaking atomic bonds with a small amount of power doesn't work. What you want cannot be. You should return to the vacuum versus Mature. The wall that cannot be scaled with transhumanism versus Maxima. Is there meaning to blocking visible light? Teach me your process. Illusions are not created by the feet, it's the brain. Yep. Destroy symmetry. If you do that, you can avoid annihilation. Versus Shune? Yeah, remember that. Don't you want to get back the time spent on the understanding? Versus tongue. Accumulation of information leaked from the cracks. Time integrated vertically. Versus verse. Yeah. Which is so crazy. So, and there's more. Because Roz sent a link. Let's visit that link. Go to the website. There it is. One cannot cross the membrane without utilizing higher dimensional changes. Yeah. I mean, come on. KOF is broken. That's like the squaring the number of dimensions in the cosmology. Since imaginary numbers is C equals to the bracket of A plus by, which is the absolute of, followed by A times B, or A and B as a coordinate, to RXR. Yeah. Hold on, I'm reading this. The Cosmo, depends. You can say higher, outer, or hold on. I'm about to scale what Dark Knight says soon. Without being okay. Imaginary numbers are basically numbers perpendicular to real numbers. Think of X and Y plane, where the X axis is the real number and the Y plane represents the imaginary number. Tari, I sent the link. Perfect. Thank you, Roz. Okay, just wanted to catch up to everything. So yeah, this is like ridiculous. King of Fighters, very, very insane amount of feats they have that they could do stuff like this. And, if they have imaginary numbers within the cosmology, then it's kind of ridiculous. So, I just have to say, King of Fighters might be even higher than 11D. Jopo, I think index is 13th dimensional. Harvado has sent me a scan before. Accelerator can do mathematics up to 13th dimensional. Though I've had arguments with why he wouldn't beat Goku. It's not that he can't. It's that in a casual encounter, he would not win in most cases. Because it would require prep time and understanding. Because it's not like he's fought anyone, at least normally. I mean, it's like, oh, so your name is Goku. Yeah, and I'm strong enough to punch away at least an infinite number of universes that scale higher than an infinite set of universes to a subset of infinities. Huh? Yup, and that's all in my base form. Punch! His vectors aren't going to have enough time to adjust to the math, and especially to understand God Key. That's the whole ordeal. Yu Hakusho verse to MCU? I'd have to ask Andre, because he scales MCU. Xanadu is pretty much the same as Dolores. Yeah. Alright, so let's go into what Dark Knight sent. The man is goated. I appreciate the donation. Thank you so much, dude. Like, holy moly. You guys are being way too generous. Alright, let's see. Hey, Harvado with the $4.99. I don't got the money like these fine gentlemen here, but I DM you something to check out when you're finished with the other donation. Oh, absolutely, Harvado. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. All right, yeah, Harvado. Let me highlight that for a minute. Give me a second. We're about to look at my boy's feet here. So the first feet is 930. Second feet is 10. So let's scale it. So going boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. 930. Let's start here. Okay. Okay, and another one is at the 10 mark.
Foul monkey!
Is that the Jade Emperor?
Taste my...
No, that's somebody else. Whoa, he just casually cut a mountain. And that was just a shockwave.
Rat, you call that a duel? The glare up here is dazzling. Fight me in the woods if you have the guts.
Wow, I'm speechless.
And so ends the last tale of Sun Wukong. A hero who treasured his freedom above all else. Buddhahood he attained, yes, but cumbersome he found the celestial rules, for he yearned to come back and to revel in the simple joys with us. Little did he know, his choice to forgo the life above only fueled their mistrust.
So, let's take a look at the feats. So, within these feats that we're seeing, to understand this, I want to kind of get an idea where they're fighting at. So he's casually dodging lightning. I gotta see more. So this is in-game play, and then the cutscene. You got dudes taller than mountains being tumbled over. So the shockwave, if the dudes that are in the background are standing taller than mountains, then that would imply that the shockwave themselves is a multi-mountain level range. Now, let's check this out.
Taste my axe!
Jeez, man. That's just a shockwave.
Rat, you call that a duel?
This dude's not even scared. He's just like, what? Man, that little stuff. Erlang when literally said he was made Buddha. I don't know why you guys are saying. Oh, that? Yeah. They should have given him laser eyes. Xenogoku versus the Living Tribunal. That is an interesting battle indeed. Alright, let's see. Hyper GT Goku. I have to really check that out at some point. Because in the true ending, they made the Buddhahood false so the Celestial Court can control. So, in my opinion, these are definitely beyond mountain level feats. Because this is just shockwaves. So, you know, when you factor in the distance between the axe.
Taste my axe!
To cut through space so hard that it does that means the actual blade itself has exponential levels of power and yield. So logically, if the actual blade hit the ground, it would honestly, and I know this sounds crazy, it would be way stronger. So yeah, like for those who don't understand shockwaves, all right. So like if we show you like shockwaves on camera, right? Like here's like to give you an idea. So as you can see, the shockwave, the explosion happens. This is like a tiny explosion. So if you're talking about somebody who's throwing out a attack that's so powerful, and this is the Barut explosion. I'm sure everyone has seen that. They were able to escape barely. Atomic bomb shockwaves. Even atomic bombs can't do that. So like, even if you type in atomic bomb underwater, which you'll see in this video. For those who don't know, this is like only like 1 kiloton of TNT. This literally looks like something out of Dragon Ball Z. 1958. Bro. This is all from 1 kiloton. So, if we're looking at this, math-wise, right? Just to get perspective, right? If we're looking at this, you're talking about this dude saying, taste my axe, and cuts a mountain. The amount of power it takes to cut a mountain with just a mere shockwave from at least a few miles in the sky means that you are literally generating, and I'm not even kidding, teratons to petatons of TNT. Like, the actual sword itself, because all that force is concentrated at the tips, we realize that it's far stronger than people think. So we're talking like country level power in the blade itself. It's just that it doesn't have the AoE. So that's kind of crazy. Cthulhu Mythos? Okay. If you give me the information, I'll definitely read up on it. Oh, definitely. Hey, I really appreciate the donation. Again, thank you so much, man. Really means a lot. All right. Now, let me just go ahead and get back to mainland. Man, you guys are just amazing. We're going to end the poll. 96% of people think Hiei could tank Kamui out of the 25. Only a couple think they can't. That's fine. Thank you, guys. I'm not going to read what Joker put because it might contain a spoiler. Alright, let's see. Why have I have the most painful punishments? I don't want to see that, bro. I have no interest in that. Alright, so Harvado sent something here. It says, "Speak with you. I will destroy you all," roared Gilliman. All you... Yo!
You're on Wukong. Here.
Roz, you gotta relax, my guy. Thank you so much. Yo, can we get some fires in the chat? We have not gotten any fires in the chat for any of our boys. Let's get some fires for Roz. We got some fires for Roz, fires for Harvado, fires for RJ. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It means a lot, man. "I will wipe your stain from existence. I shall not rest," he shouted, bringing the Emperor's weapon down over his head. One-handed, Septicus turned aside the bow until every one of your vile kind. Gilliman drove at Septicus's belly, and again the great unclean one parried it aside. Retreating further is destroyed, and the galaxy is freed of your presence. We cannot be destroyed, and Septicus, we are of the warp. He swung his sword back at Gilliman, and the Primarch batted it away with the gauntlet of Dominion. I almost said gauntlet of Dominicans. You cannot win. Gallatin comes. He pointed a weapon hand up in the sky as the fog sped up. A vast shape loomed. Typhus is there. You may slaughter us all like swine, but you cannot bring that down. We are legion. We can never be destroyed. Maybe not, said Robot Gilliman, but I can make a start with you. The Emperor's burned bright. Septicus shrank back from its blowtorch roar, his eyes shriveled in his head. Let me read this with more enthusiasm. Let's read this with more enthusiasm, bro. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Septus shrank back from its blowtorch roar, his eyes shriveled in his head. There, jelly running in thick tears down his face. He never saw that blow that ended him. No chronicle would mark Septicus. Last words as worthy, but was all he said. Shouting Gilliman ripped the sword of the Emperor up through Septicus's disintegrating body. Blackness exploded from the slain daemon. Gilliman's sword flared bright again, driving it into the shadow and out of existence. And when you are driven from this universe, said Gilliman, I shall purge you also. Until the warp is purified and calm comes again to the minds of the soul and the souls of humanity, you shall never see it. If you want context or stuff, okay, I do need context, Harvado, because I'm just reading. It definitely sounds powerful if they're part of the warp and they cannot be killed, and it also tells us that they have some higher level of existence erasure. So I have to look into that a little bit. Yo, let me go to Roz's real quick. Your hands are bigger than the Buddha's. Oh shoot. Yo, let me take a look at this real quick. Hey, like, can you tell me what the heck does this say? My friend, yeah, select the text, copy that text. Yeah, you know what? I want a translation of that. Can you tell me what it says, my friend? Son Goku unidentified elusive warrior training east and west in search of the heroes and great warriors from beyond the 3,000 worlds. In this battle, where the strong gather, I burst in saying, I'm the strongest. Oh, you're doing something interesting, right? I'll have you join me too. Okay, so the 3,000 worlds. So that must imply they have Buddha in SNK verse? No, Roz, we can't. No, you wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare suggest that Buddha from the myth is in King of Fighters, would you? You wouldn't, would you? There's no way. Absolutely not. There's no way. I just have to say, this is phenomenal. Wow. There is a 3,000 world thing in the Buddha cosmology, and yeah, he is mocking Buddha. Wow. So, 3,000 world. Let's see. 3,000 realms in a single moment of life. The 10 worlds are the ascending orders of desirable, hell, hunger, animality, anger, humanity, heaven, rapture. Well, I want to see. Let's see where we can get some information. Each person's life contains infinite potential. This is the core belief of Nichiren Buddhism. The Buddhist concept of 3,000 realms in a single moment of life serves to give us some idea of quite how much possibilities exist in each instant of our lives. In a single moment, while it may be possible to accept this idea of infinite potential in theory, in reality we tend to feel limited in our possibilities, often resulting from a narrow view of ourselves and our world, in the world. Our sense of values or purpose, what we tend to focus our energies on, or how we define happiness, all affect how we perceive and experience our environment. We can exist quite comfortably within a limited view of ourselves in the world. But when challenged by a problem or obstacle, we may suffer as a result of feeling overwhelmed, helpless, or afraid. 3,000 realms in a single moment of life is an analytical explanation of how difference and value. Okay, let me see here. Let's continue. The Buddhas. At one time, it was thought that the 10 districts are separate realms into each. Okay, that is scary, because that would make the King of Fighters cosmology. Yeah. Like, geez, man, it's hard to really tell you what I really think of this, Roz, because if we think about it, this could actually boost the KOF. This can boost SNK's cosmology to... No, man, you see, you can't do all that. First of all, it doesn't make any sense. Now, first off, I'm just going to tell you, all of that's just a bunch of flowery wording and emotional stuff, man. See, none of that actually matters, and nobody's actually truly going to take it seriously like that. And you can't just start applying all types of theories just because it was mentioned once by one character. It could be an outlier, man. And I guarantee you he can't destroy any of that stuff. I mean, how much you want to bet that? No, you're actually wrong. So I actually think that this can be clear indication of like boundlessness. Because like Buddha's basically boundless. And if you think about it, if Sun Wukong is mocking Buddha, then that means I can get every single King of Fighters character to at least Outerversal plus. And that's like a low ball going off of this. And you know what that means? That if we're actually utilizing the real theory, that just means that King of Fighters and SNK literally are able to, you know, be boundless plus. And that means verse is like a layer into boundless. And that means Otomo Regal is another layer into boundless. Nah, man, I disagree with him. This guy's just an idiot. Just ignore him, man. Hey, why don't you go get behind me, Satan? I don't want to talk to you no more. Get back behind me. So anyway, as I was saying, all of that's just a bunch of wank, man. I mean, none of that make any goddamn sense. I mean, 3,000 realms, that's a finite number. How can the heck can it be that popular in the cosmology? No, none of this make any sense, man. I think all of this is just an outlier, man. I don't even think you should use it. King of Fighters ain't going to be nothing more but city level, and neither is World Heroes, or any other S&K game. I mean, not a single one of those games have ever displayed anything greater than that. And the Automata Regal Universal is just her messing with space and time. If you look at what Xanadu is saying, I mean, shut up. Okay, nobody wants to hear these guys. So anyway, Jin Mori. Okay, so Jin Mori and my... No, I think Jin Mori is like bound... Shut up. So Jin Mori is pretty... You know, it's hard to really truly calculate how powerful he is outside of the webtoon, because I haven't like seen everything. It's a little weird. But Wukong is a big topic, and I think it's really gonna come into play. There was another stream while I was busy. How much time did I miss? Is this about the Black Myth Wukong? A little bit. I like Stride's comment right there. Exactly. Scarlet King. Scarlet King, I can't really scale the Scarlet King right now because I don't have any context to how strong he is. But here, be distracted by Stride and all of his girlfriends. Yeah. Anyway, besides that, I think that it should be noted that... Man, it's hard. I have to think on that now. Atari, do you believe Buddhism altogether is universal? Retrap gaming, yes. Yes, I do. Because the idea of it all is beyond numbers. It's beyond measurement. Because the idea is it's supposed to be beyond the immeasurable, the true concept of the Taoism. So in cases, I would say I have no choice but to agree that it is. No problem, man. I always would appreciate. I always will try to answer the question as best as I can. No, it didn't make me lose my train of thought. I just thought it was hilarious, bro. No, I'm just kidding. But like, all right, you know what, chat? I got a feat for you. I want you guys to scale this. Nah. How about you scale this, guys? Scale this feat. This is from Eternal Kala. Spoilers alert, but who cares? Well, you're probably... So let's see here. Well, you're probably wondering if imagination can be touched, or you're probably wondering if imagination can be touched or not. But where you are is a place where you imagine yourself to be. You are here, but it's only due to my grace that allows your imagination to sustain your existence. Otherwise, the very fabric of your being would be destroyed into prions, then digested within the vibrations of this world to supply its nutrients, which of course, I can recycle to help feed the orb of origin. Quite a lot of information, huh, Wes? Look, I know you're wondering why I've been hiding this, and how do I know your thoughts, and what's the point of conversing with someone beyond conventional time and space when I don't have to wait for you to speak? It already happened to me before you are aware. As you know, your life to me is like an entire storybook, but I don't have to read it. I have already known and experienced it, for I am the reason you truly exist, Wes, including everyone else in Eternal Kala. Am I overwhelming you, Wes? It's okay. Once you get used to the nature of things here, it all makes sense. Well, at least, I hope you'll be able to understand. As you see, Wes, each of these shards floating are fragments of dreams, thoughts, and many thoughts conjured by beings throughout the multiverse. There's so many worlds, but honestly, they're just for decoration. But that's enough of viewing my room. Let's transcend further to visit my mother's quarter, or as you would say in your world, the living room. All right, so chat, what do you guys think of that? Like, how would you guys, where do you guys scale that? I want to kind of experiment. This is like a social experiment on like the scaling of how the chat would look at this. So I want to really see, if I can get like a chat opinion on what do you guys think? Like, where do you think that scales? Because it kind of gives an idea to how power scaling, how we can all like view things. And I'll bring another point here where it's Princess Kala. When I was younger, my mother showed me the Lord's creation, which later helped me understand the certain depths of infinity. Even then, I cannot compare to her might. It'd be like comparing an ant from your world, West, to a multiverse-sized Big Bang, or perhaps that gap is still too small to make a comparison. I still don't even know the limit of my mother's power. It's quite scary. I don't even know what to say to all of this. Then we have... Here it is. Princess Kala, when instructed, forms a super multiverse. She forms a space and time manifolding them into a structured orb overlapping inaccessible gaps. First, a universe, second level of eternal Kala, 2, 3, and a fourth, each incomparably larger than one another. She called it the Orb of Origin. Even if one traverses each level, the fifth level of eternal Kala, Princess Kala's room sits 10 gaps above or even higher. At this point, reality is perceived as mere vibrations of collective thoughts. Wes visits here, but without Princess Kala's grace, he would have been lost in an imaginary world. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think about that overall? Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm gonna view the chat to kind of just get an idea of what people think of this phenomena. I want to see what people think of this phenomena. There's the Orb of Origin being created. I want to see what people think overall. So, since we're talking about like Buddha and culture and stuff, I figured that I would bring this up. I want to see like everyone's thoughts, everyone's thought process. Anyway, let's continue reading. Show scans again. It's fart reversal. I agree. What a weird pickup line. That's why, guys. But I'm not getting into that. I'd scale this to 6-dimensional. Show the scans again. Show scans again. Okay, you guys want... Are you saying the power of the print is still 5D to me? Okay. I think I'll higher. So, all right. Yeah, I'll show the scan again. Okay. Princess Kala, when instructed, forms a super multiverse. She forms space and time, manifolding them into a structured orb overlapping inaccessible gaps. First, the universe, the second level of eternal Kala, 2, 3, and a fourth, each incomparably larger than one another. She called it the Orb of Origin. Even if one traverses each level, the fifth level of eternal Kala, Princess Kala's room sits 10 gaps above or even higher. At this point, reality is perceived as mere vibrations of collective thoughts. For those of you who wanted to see the particular scan again, I'll give you the image of it. It was this one here, where she says... The very fabric of your being would be destroyed into prions and digested into the within the vibrations of this world to supply its nutrients, which I can of course which I of course can recycle to help feed the Orb of Origin. So yeah. Anyway, that's the doo-doo. At least 10-dimensional based on prior knowledge of this verse. Dang, Stride, relax, bro. What dimensional theory are you following in your comic? So for Evi, son of Levi, I don't know. They're just on a planet. Right now, Evi, son of Levi is just on a planet, brothers and sisters. Genuine 5D, not gonna lie. 11th dimensional. Mateo says 11th dimensional. Nice. Everyone's having a different opinion. I respect it. I'd say high complex multi to hyper. Infinite 4D, complex multiversal 10-dimensional perhaps, going by this context. Interesting. I like where this is a good social experiment, so I'm going to go with one more scan to show you guys, and then we'll move on to the next topic. I just want to kind of get a grasp of how everyone likes to power scale dimensions within context of a verse. All right, let's see here. Let's grab this. For those who don't know, this is the... If anyone knows Sanskrit, you can go ahead and translate this yourself. No spoilers. Hey, Goku. No, I'm just kidding, bro. Yeah, you could translate this. Select text. There's no specific. Evi, son of Levi. You'll have to watch and find out because there's no actual specific theory I'm following. I'm kind of just utilizing stuff that you'll understand. Evi, son of Levi is not that far yet. We're not even talking about dimensions or anything yet. Not now. Eternal Kala, if you want to talk about it. Let's see, translate. Let's see here. So yeah. Where we sit, time loops in a circle under two temporalities. This is, for those who are curious, this is her mother that we were talking about. I want to see what people think of this. SSJ Ryu gave his opinion too on this, by the way. Okay, so it says, there is one temporal measurement for every 12 measurements. This left eye of mine sees the positive dimensions, while my right eye sees all negative dimensions. As far as these measurements under my control, 12 temporal dimensions sit in my grasp, along with the group of spatials within each. Reality is almost like a lucid dream to me. And it's because it feels like there's no limit to what you can do at that point. Behold, every measurement jumping orthogonally beyond the prior, cycling reality as a whirlpool of dancing infinities that lap over to higher plethoras. A single temporal can hold 12 axes, with the next temporality triumphing to levels inaccessible. Gaze upon the Lord's creation. Don't look away. Take it all in. I will protect your conscience from collapsing. Isn't it beautiful? And I think that should be a good stop for that. I'm going to move on to the next topic, but I thought if people were a little bit interested, they would know. As you guys said, some people say the Princess Kala is 5D. Some say 10D. According to Princess Kala herself, she said that her mom... She said that her mother, comparing herself to her mom is like comparing an ant on Earth to a multiversal size Big Bang. And she says, actually, I think that comparison is still too small. So she believes the gap is bigger than the comparison she made there. So, other than that, yeah, that's Anyway, exit. Next, back to Sun Wukong. Is this 12 spatial dimensions and 1 temporal? Correct, Jopo. She has 12. She has 13. She has 12 spatials in each temporal, and she has 12 temporals under her control. So time is basically dual dimension, assuming 3 spatial dimension. This is 5D. Correct in most cases. Well, to give more context on the scan you saw earlier, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I kind of just put it right there. I didn't hold back. I just put the Sanskrit here for those who speak Hindi, and I just kind of put the Sanskrit there to kind of tell people where this takes place at. So we go to translate. It tells you right there. 13 ayam. So there you go. But that was just to kind of like give an idea of where they sit, because like people think of time just going straight and then branching off. Imagine if time loops like a circle. So time's a circle, and then there's branches off of that circle, whatever pi is. It was an interesting dimensional concept, and people say, what dimensional theory was this based on? Not really. I mean, it's a mix of multiple theories, because it's based on like an imaginable dimensional theory, if you want an answer, Jopo. But yeah, anyway. 24th dimensional, nice, I like that. One eye, yes. Hey, what's up, Red Hair? How you doing, man? Yeah, we're just trying to look at other things, just trying to like mix it up. We're trying to make this stream interesting. We're mixing things up. We're not trying to keep things, we don't want things to dull out with just Dragon Ball, though I love me some Dragon Ball. But, you know, we're just, you know, changing things up, schmixing it up a little bit. But, yeah, I would say that's, I hope that scan gives you guys context. I think it's basically based on linear algebra. She scales to 13D at best, unless you think she is 13th dimensional lower to her. If so, infinite 13th to 14th. Interesting. I like that. Some people, I've heard Roz had an interesting interpretation. Roz said, well, the place where she was talking to Wes at, right? This is the reason the background is black and white is because colors don't exist here, not in the same way you'd look at it. So there wouldn't really be any color. The idea is also, in this context, the idea was also that, I mean, I think Roz's interpretation in I think it was Roz or Harvado or one of them, or Joker, I forgot. One of them said, wait, if this is only 2 temporalities, didn't she say she has 12 that sit in her grasp? So they tried to do like a 12 times 12 multiplier, which I found as an interesting interpretation. Because she says there's 1 temporal measurement for every 12 measurements. This left eye of mine sees the positive dimensions. And the the right eye sees all negative dimensions. As far as the measurements under my control, 12 temporal dimensions sit in my grasp. So, it depends. I think that's what SSJ Ryu said. Oh, yeah, let's look at SSJ Ryu's comment. What did he say? I'm not going to pull it up on screen, but... All right, so SSJ Ryu, he put... Well, based on her saying there are 12 spatial dimensions for every temporal, and she controls 12 temporal ones, that implies she controls 144 spatial and 12 temporal, which is well into hyperversal. That's at least how I interpret it. Interpret it after one read of what was given. Her mother should be much higher since she doesn't even comprehend her full power. And he probably mixed it up with Princess Kala. So anyway, I think that, I wanna look at something else too. Have you guys ever heard of Lord Yotoba? From Her Summon? I actually was saying Lord Yotoba versus Saitama would be a good fight. Because I actually said, like, this dude can fight Saitama for sure. This dude was giving a thumbs up to a being who could split a continent and got hit and said, dang, this hurts like when I was being bullied in school. He took this, he tanked this attack. Sorry, I'm going all over the place. I think it's 14th to 15th dimensional. I like that. I think you have a really good point too. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is his attack. He dwarfs mountains. He's this tall. And it causes this. So, yeah. This dude is ridiculous. By the way, this was him doing one singular punch to a bug. It was hilarious. He punched a bug or something in the eye and it did that explosion. I tried to talk to people about this character before. Like, he is way stronger than people give him credit for. Way stronger. A certain man lowballed solar system high. Where do you scale Saitama at? Oh, so a certain man, I scale Saitama to dwarf star level. For every punch he throws. Every serious punch. Hey, Atari, have you ever scaled the monster versus Godzilla before? And I have a whole explanation why. Atari, Godzilla? I have not. But that is interesting. Atari, who are the most powerful Hindu gods or Chinese Buddhist gods? I'm not going to get into the religious, mythological aspects of it because there's a lot of ways you can answer that question. Because even Gautama, the original Buddha, Gautama, he's not the strongest. It would be Krishna or Brahma. They're Krishna. I don't know, is it Krishna, Vishnu, and Brahma? Or Krishna, Vishnu, and Kali? But I believe, regardless, those three are... they're literally like Brahma is supposed to be boundless, bro. Like there's no no. There's no no. No. Kali is the wife of Shiva. Then it's Vishnu. Oh, Krishna. No, Krishna's mom was Devaki. Krishna was from Vishnu, if I recall. Devaki is the mother of Krishna, of the virgin birth. And yeah, it was Devaki who gave birth to Krishna, but Krishna was a direct image of Vishnu. So then who was the third one? Is it Brahma, Vishnu? Oh, it is Shiva. Okay, never mind. There we go.
And it's not a fighting game for one slow.
Hey, yo, Roz! Yo, Roz, how much money? Bro. I gotta end the stream before this dude tries to make me a millionaire. I swear, if I end up hitting $100 in this stream, I'm going to literally... I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably start quacking like a duck. Thank you, man. Nirvana and Brahma are the same. Bro, that's not fair. He can't be the same. God dang it. So powerful. Okay. I have to calc this. Okay, okay. All right. What am I calcing? Let's find out. So this ugly thing, the hell are you looking at, nigga? All right, let's find out. All right, so let's take a look. Let's grab ourselves some of the Japanese words that are here, and then let's translate them. I have it automatically set to Spanish because why not? The final destruction. Target of the game estimated a total of 200 to 300 meters. Due to some supernatural ability, he can float in the air and attract objects. It seems to be a very unfinished state, with only one arm and a weak point exposure. Due to the efforts of the Marines, players who rush in it appear on the ground. Amateur for some reason. I guess he had no choice but to do it. Okay. Well, is that truly what it reads? What is it really reading? So, what part should I be translating, Ross? Or what should I be reading? Because that's a basic Google Translate. I'm not going to read every aspect of it without... So he blows up. Wait, the planet blew up! Did he just teleport? Bro, this character is broken. That's not a moon level feat. That's a small planet level feat. Or you can argue he fragmented it. But god dang, if he could do all that, each of them attacks must be like countries flying at you. Okay, I'm sorry. It just looked like a planet. That's a big moon. Hey, Atari, I heard... So, DFR says, hey, Atari, I heard some people say that Wukong is based on Hanuman. Is this true? I'm not 100% sure, but that's a good question, though. 2 of my comments suggesting to check out a wiki keep on disappearing. Interesting. On some verses wikis, I read a verse called Discworld. Seems pretty powerful. Let's take a look. Terry Pratchett. Let's see what Thor's hammer is talking about. Okay. This sounds familiar. This look familiar. Alright, let's continue. Okay, hold on. Okay. Color of Magic. The complete edition collector's library, so I can get all of this. I wish I could read a little bit to see if I would even like buy into it. I'd need to look further. The right side of the scan I sent, that creature was incomplete. An incomplete creature blew up the freaking moon? Well, I mean, it's very clear that if he's incomplete, then it's a moon level feat. Azrael in Discworld seems to be one of the strongest. I'm definitely gonna have to take a look then. Harvado's like, I love Discworld. Yo, Harvado is the actual only guy I know who's young and actually likes to read. See, I had a bad look on most of this generation. I thought you guys hated reading, but again, if you're a power scaler, you mean, yeah, you know what I mean. You're meshy. Oh my gosh, it's 8:21. Well, guys, I did make a promise to my cupcake that I was going to make her a sandwich. So with that being said, we did about 1 hour and 30 minutes on today's stream. I do apologize. I couldn't do as much longer as I'd like, but I am happy that we were able to make it this far. With that being said, guys, if you guys are interested, who knows? Maybe I might even do a stream tomorrow. Maybe. But all right, Roz. And I just got to say, everyone who's been able to share, gift, donate, I really, really, really appreciate it. It really means a lot. And I definitely want to do what I can to make sure to return good things to you guys. Thank you so much for everyone who stopped by. I hope you guys had fun. Bring in, hey, you know, if it's either going to be tomorrow or it's either on a tomorrow. Yeah, it's probably going to be tomorrow, guys, because I'm going skating on Thursday more than likely, or playing the new Zelda that comes out. But hey, guys, if you guys are interested, maybe a Wednesday stream. You guys might want that. I don't know. You let me know. Throw some ices in the chat if you want to stream. If you want, you know. No, but on a serious note, thank you guys so much for everyone who stopped by. If you guys are interested in like discussing the topics, kind of having like a live viewership of Feats, comparisons, calcs, let me know. We'll go ahead and start doing that. Also, I do want to say there are some videos. There are going to be some videos that will be worked on. Let's just say we have a special buddy of mine who is going to be assisting with the production. So stay tuned to start seeing a lot more content as well. If you guys enjoyed stuff like this, then be prepared. The channel is just going to keep growing. The sky's the limit. So thank you guys so much. And everyone, thank you for the donation. We really appreciate it. This has been Atari HMB, and I'm going to be signing off for now. Peace.